What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about our brother Alexander Scalmelton, as one history will call it, W.E.B. DeBroke, Talcum X, Busted Douglas, Fraud Hampton, Mr. I want to be black, but I'm really white, Shaun King. All right. And I'm talking about this because he has been caught up in yet another scandal in which he's taken advantage of the late great Chadwick Boseman. But before I get into that, let me give you some history. And people like Rachel Dolezal or Shaun King, who pretend to be black but they are white, benefit off of what we know as light-skinned privilege. All right. Now, it's not just being light-skinned, but many of our people, many of our leaders are academics, the Charles Drews of the world, the Booker T. Washingtons of the world, the W.E.B. Du Boises of the world, Frederick Douglass. You consider the Langston Hughes. These people were mulatto, right? And we all know that mulattoes got a lot of privilege in the black community. All right? Especially amongst the upper ranks, especially some of the, first heads of states of churches and things like that. We know that to be true. Same thing even with Joseph Jenkins Roberts, who was the first president of Liberia, was a mulatto. So what I'm saying is, African Americans and black people in general, we are used to having mulattoes at our lead and we trust them, okay? And if you're a white person like Shaun King or Rachel Dolezal, and if you can get into the Negro way of thinking, you understand that here is your advantage, okay? When you know that you can't make it with your people, you can pretend to be somebody else's people and make it big. Because Rachel Dolezal, for example, can't make it in a white race. But in the black race, she's somebody. Same thing with Shaun King. And once they can tap into the fact that you trust them because they appear to be light-skinned or appear to be mulatto, and they can garner opportunities for themselves, while you're trusting them, they don't respect you. And nothing to do with black issues will they ever respect because they didn't have to work hard to get it. Like Khalid Muhammad would have had to work to get it, or Martin Luther King would have to work to get it. If you want to talk about Pan-Africanism, Thomas Sankara would have to get it. See, people who don't have the privilege, we have to actually do something to get it in the black community. Shaun King ain't got to do nothing, so he don't respect you. And he further lets us know how he doesn't respect us because he sent out an email blast in which he uses the death of Chadwick Boseman to sell his bum ass book, right? And he does so acting as if he's checking up on people, right? But no, he's not checking up on people. He wants to make money off of you. And the reason why he wants to make money off of you is because you've allowed him to do so based off your brainwashing of the mulatto skinned people. But I want you to see this, and I want to read this, and then we're going to come back and check this out. Sad music or dating music? Hello, my friend. I hope that you are hanging in there. Yesterday, I sent an email checking in on everybody. And just a few hours later, we learned of the death of Chadwick Boseman. Life is so... Sad music! Life is so very fragile. Tomorrow is not promised. Here comes the BS. Over the past 6 years of the Black Lives Matter movement, I have traveled to 47 states, teaching, organizing, learning, and leading. Stop the show. What does that got to do with Chadwick Boseman? Here it comes, y'all. And for all 6 years, everywhere people go, people ask me, Shaun, how do I actually use my life skills, my time, my energy to impact and change the world? Stop the show. What about Chadwick Boseman again? Date music, my book, make change. is a 272-page answer to that question. It's not an autobiography. I tell my story. Of course, it's actually a guide to help you through this exact moment that we're in right now. I am not here to promote a product. I am here to promote a solution. You can purchase it here from Target here. Stop the show. You see, when you let people come into your community who are not your people, they will then write solutions for you to help you with your problems and then expect you to buy it. So they don't know nothing about your community. They're going to come up with the solution, sell it to you, and buy it, and then play it off the death off of a popular African American. But you know what? This is our fault. Now he responded and said, "Dang music! I literally do not make penny off my sales, nothing. Got paid a year ago to write it. I had to ask New York schedule to go this morning about my book. I updated the email to mention it as a Chadwick, and I don't regret it at all." There's that. Okay. See, he don't regret using Chadwick Boseman to write his book and promote it to you because he don't respect you. And all these people are upset with him. Why? See, this is why you need to elevate your own people, not other folks. See, once we get to elevating each other and not the white man pretending to be black, we won't have these problems. Now, there are some sisters on there. I want to check out the roasting because it was they was getting on him. They had his behind. Like Sister Amandi Gani. Date music! Shaun King is using the death of Chadwick Boseman to sell the book, and his book is grotesque. What is wrong with him? What is wrong with you that keep supporting him? She's right. She says again, date music! I honestly didn't think he had the capacity to shock me anymore. But this one actually shocked me. CCATL, date music! I know for sure Shaun King is not black because he has a level of audacity that could only be possessed by a white man. That white N-word is bold. Date music! While Shaun King is trending again for being a fraud, never forget he is a white man pretending to be black in order to profit off of black people's emotions. It wasn't too long ago he was caught stealing a tweet while claiming to be a trade historian. Stop supporting him. Look at him. That's him as a child. That's a white boy. That's a white young boy, not a black. White family. All of that. So I really want brothers and sisters to understand that the elevation of your people is the most important. Always push your people first so that other people cannot come in and benefit off of you. We got to start to do that. Our people come first because you know what? Shaun King, I'm going to tell you like this. He don't owe you no sympathy for how he feel about what he did. He's right. Hate to say it. Y'all elevated him. So he don't owe you nothing. He said he don't regret it. In other words, tough. Ain't that how they talk to you? See, when people are not sympathetic to your issues, they don't care about your feelings. You have to work with your people who gonna be sympathetic to your issues. Black people can only be sympathetic to your issues. Nobody else can be sympathetic to your issues or to your people. He don't care about Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman and his community. He don't know what it's like to see Black Panther means something to you. Chadwick Boseman means something to you. It don't mean nothing to him. And a lot of other groups of people will never do what you will do for your own communities. Stop looking for other people to do it. And you have to do it. And stop all this complaining and all that. Of course he's gonna be a fraud. You're gonna keep getting frauds like Rachel Dolezal. Yes, everybody knows the money is over in the black community. Everybody know that. So guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Subscribe, hit the bears, hit the bell. Not the Bears though. Well, the Bears do suck. Chicago Bears. But guys, I thank you so much. Appreciate you. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Go to the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out all of that, right? Check out my Patreon, all of that, guys. Really appreciate you. Peace out.